As the chairperson of the Public Enterprises CEO Forum, we view this as a national pandemic and a major health crisis for the country's inhabitants, hence the need for us as public enterprises to join government in assisting them to fight this pandemic. It is a global health crisis of which Namibia is not immune, as we have seen over the past few weeks. We therefore saw the need to support and rally behind government's endeavors to fight against further spread of this disease and save lives. In actual fact, the well-being and safety of our people is of paramount importance, and we deemed it necessary for us to back up government by supporting them with the little that we have collected.
Members, we, together with the nurses, we are working together. Whenever you make a statement, don't separate us. We are at the front line together.
But the emergency personnel running Namibia's response also need protection. So with this in mind, we're happy to be able to provide these Namibian-produced cloth masks for every person working in the EOC as a way to help protect both the CDC staff and then also the Namibian civil servants, the WHO staff, everyone else working side by side in the essential emergency functions. So we bought hundreds of them. I only brought a few with me here today. So these masks are going to be useful, but I really think the real story is our partnership. It's only continued to strengthen through every health challenge that Namibia faces. And like I said, we're all in this fight together, so thank you.
And on behalf of the UN family and the World Health Organization, would like to really make this presentation, which is made up of the PPEs that full set PPEs, which would be able to equip well over 1,000 health workers. We also have provided over 1,000 swabs for the lab, as well as some reagents. We have provided support in terms of human resource. We brought in experts to support the work, both from within and externally. We have really invested quite a bit of resources into this, but we know that this is a worthwhile investment because we are protecting ourselves.
Allow me this opportunity. We on Friday announced that the group, which currently operates in 27 African countries, will pledge an amount of $4 million in cash as well as in kind to the pandemic. Most of this money will be allocated to protective wear, which we'll touch on later, water sanitation, e-learning, the National Fund, the testing and screening, and we've also supported the city with some immediate needs in terms of water supply to some of our needy people. Honourable Minister, today we will be supporting 200,000 rands or dollars for protective wear, and then also a Mobi van that will be used for screening and testing across the country. I think the importance of the health of our people in the country is very important to us being an insurance company, and therefore I think managing this pandemic well is very important to us, and therefore we try to help not only on one area but on a number of areas, and that's why we're helping with the protective wear, but we'll also be looking in e-learning because some of our schools will not be able to function fully, so we'll also be supporting a number of other initiatives in the overall fight against the pandemic. We also are giving stuff where we support our policyholders, and the most important thing is to help them with premium holidays if their income was affected, and this will mean that they still have full cover, but their premiums will be postponed for 3 or 6 months depending on their specific needs, but it will only be for existing policyholders and policyholders that are affected by the pandemic in terms of their income. It used to be a fully functional office in the rural areas, but now it will be used for screening and testing across the country.
Thank you very much, men and women of Namibia, for assisting us in this response against our common enemy. It is in the interest of all of us, because if we don't put our efforts together, if one falls, all of us are bound to fall.